In the crazy competitive world of global aviation, one airport has been on a winning streak that's, well, it's pretty much unheard of. Today we're going to unpack the incredible strategy that didn't just put Abu Dhabi on the map, but put it in the history books.
So that's the big question, right? In an industry this tough, what does it actually take to not just win, but to set a record that makes the whole world turn its head? Well, as you're about to see, the answer really starts with one single, powerful number.
And that number is 18. We're talking 18 consecutive quarters. That's 4.5 straight years of double-digit passenger growth. It is an absolutely unprecedented streak, a landmark achievement that has put Abu Dhabi right at the center of the global aviation stage.
Okay, so this historic milestone was really cemented in the third quarter of 2025. Let's dive into what makes this particular achievement so significant.
Look, you don't have to take my word for it. The airport CEO, Elena Sorlini, she put it perfectly, calling it a landmark achievement anywhere in the world. And that's the key thing here. This isn't just some local success story. To keep up that kind of growth for that long is just exceptionally rare in this business.
So, the billion-dollar question, how did they actually do it? Let's break down the record and really look at the key numbers from that history-making quarter. The headline number is this: almost 8.5 million passengers. That's how many people passed through Abu Dhabi's airport network in just 3 months, from July to September 2025. That is a massive figure that just speaks to the sheer volume they're handling.
And what does that mean year over year? It means a 10.1% increase compared to the exact same period last year. It's this steady, relentless, double-digit climb quarter after quarter that makes this record so incredibly impressive.
And of course, more passengers mean more planes. We're talking over 67,000 takeoffs and landings in that quarter alone. That's a 6% jump from the year before. It just goes to show that the entire aviation ecosystem there is scaling up together.
Now, a success story like this doesn't just happen by accident. It's the result of a very deliberate, very smart strategy. So let's unpack the 3 core engines that have been driving this incredible growth.
It really boils down to 3 things. First, they built world-class infrastructure. Second, they've been relentlessly expanding their global network. And third, they have this powerful, symbiotic relationship with their home carrier, Etihad Airways. Let's take a look at each one. First up, infrastructure. You simply can't welcome more people if you don't have the space. And Terminal A, which opened in late 2023, was an absolute game changer. It nearly tripled the airport's annual capacity to 45 million passengers. I mean, that's the physical foundation for this kind of massive growth.
The second engine is all about network expansion. In just Q3, you had China Eastern launching the first ever direct flight from a Chinese carrier to Shanghai. And then you had new high-frequency routes from Air Seychelles and Ethiopian Airlines. See, every new route is like another pipeline, feeding passengers directly into the hub.
And that brings us perfectly to that third engine, the home carrier. The success of Abu Dhabi Airports and Etihad Airways are completely, 100% intertwined. As Etihad CEO says, their own record performance is a clear validation of the shared strategy they have. And just listen to these numbers. In only the first 9 months of 2025, Etihad posted a record profit, flew over 16 million passengers, that's an 18% jump, and launched an incredible 27 new routes. That momentum from the home airline is what's directly fueling the airport's growth.
But look, it's not enough just to be big, right? To be a true global hub, you also have to be good. So let's see how Abu Dhabi is pairing its staggering growth in numbers with a really deep focus on quality and the passenger experience. And you know what? The world is taking notice. Abu Dhabi was just named Best Airport for Retail at the prestigious Frontier Awards, and it's earned top-tier accreditations for both accessibility and customer experience. It's proof that they can handle mass volume without ever sacrificing quality.
But this story is actually much bigger than just the airport itself. This growth is a critical piece of a much larger vision, building the future of Abu Dhabi as a global destination for both tourism and for business.
And get this, they are not slowing down. Even with the brand new terminal, master planning is already underway for the next big expansion. The goal? To boost capacity from 45 million all the way up to 65 million passengers by 2032. They are already building for a future that hasn't even arrived yet.
And this is why it all matters so much. The airport's growth isn't just about the airport. It's a foundational pillar of the government's super-ambitious Tourism Strategy 2030. The airport is the gateway, and its success is absolutely essential for the Emirates' bigger economic goals. And these targets are just staggering. By 2030, Abu Dhabi wants to attract nearly 40 million visitors a year, create 178,000 new jobs, and generate 90 billion dirhams in GDP from tourism alone. The airport is the engine that has to make all of that a reality.
When you zoom out to the national scale, the impact is immense. The aviation sector, as a whole, contributes a staggering 18.2% to the entire UAE's GDP. It's not just an industry. It's a critical economic driver for the whole country.
So, when you boil it all down, Abu Dhabi's historic run isn't magic. It's a blueprint. It shows exactly what's possible when you combine massive investment in infrastructure with smart partnerships and just an unwavering focus on quality.
And that leaves us with one final thought. As all these global mega hubs compete against each other, what is the ultimate key to success? Is it all about size? Is it strategy? Or is it service? Or, as Abu Dhabi Stories seems to suggest, is it the rare and very difficult ability to master all three at once?